The task force submitted the final set of recommendations to President Hage Geingob and presented them to Cabinet at State House. Among the 13 recommendations is the need to appoint a national 4IR commission which would develop national 4IR strategies and oversee cross-sectoral implementation. Proposal is that the appointees serve on a secondment on a pro bono basis to not overburden the state coffers.
From a private sector, from government, from academia, etc. We've seen that there's a lot of goodwill from private sector side when we had the stakeholder engagements to even be willing to put in money into, for instance, a centralized pool where we can do upskilling and reskilling.
The report highlights the need to develop 4IR human capacity through education reform. This is to close the 4IR skills gap and enhance capacity from basic education, vocational training, higher education and lifelong learning.
Namibia is doing well in that, but the output from that, we're not doing so well. So the investment in education is good, but we need to look in the system, where can we improve?
The list of recommendations are to be interrogated by the different ministries and agencies to decide on the implementation.
You can do it now to follow up, and that way we can really synchronize the report, come at our real situation, and way forward. So we can move on. We'll be left behind if we just sit with our hands folded.
Therefore, when I see in this recommendation talking about establishing a national AI institute without MICT being listed alongside other agencies here, I find it actually odd, academically speaking, because you are creating a dichotomy between the academic and the industry.
Are we really having an idea how we will translate a job of a farm laborer into an IT job? All these jobs that we have, our current structure of the labor market is government employs the most, second is agriculture, 21% are working in agriculture. It's by and large mechanical work.
The cost of data is very, very high in Namibia. So we still have to understand and unpack why that is the case. But maybe the team can help us to understand what do we need to do to reduce the cost of data in Namibia. Because we can roll out the infrastructure, but if we cannot afford the data, not many people will be able to use digital services.
President Geingob set up the 4th Industrial Task Force in 2021 to conduct a country assessment to determine Namibia's readiness for the 4IR and make recommendations towards a coherent policy and legislative framework.